Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another video clip. Now, in the last video clip, we left off asking the question, what is the most important characteristic of the Creator, and is there more than one Creator? And that's what we'll deal with in this video clip. All right, let's get started. So, in order to answer this question, it's important for us to ask ourselves, well, who created this complex universe, right? I mean, it has so many intricate details in it. Now, we mentioned some of those details in the first part of the proof of organization in the last clip. But what about RNA and DNA and atoms and subatomic structures and black matter and quarks and these great intricate details of the universe? Could it be that I created this universe? I mean, I have to look at myself first because I know myself best. And I know that all of this information for me is learned information. I have to go to school to learn about it. It's not anything that I'm born with that I know. Certainly, I don't even know how to feed myself, because as a child, my parents had to feed me, right? I came to learn how to feed myself, how to take care of myself. So it can't be me, because I know that I'm limited. I'm limited in my information. I'm limited in my powers and my abilities. I'm limited in my eyesight. I'm limited in my strength and my speed. And I'm certainly limited in my intellect. And so what about if I look at other creators? I know that my parents brought me to this world, so let me look at them. I find that they have the same limitations that I do, as do their parents. And that applies to all of humanity. Even the greatest minds, such as Einstein, they were also limited. I mean, at the very least, Einstein was born and he died, right? So all humans are born and they die. And that's a limitation. And we know also that Einstein didn't uncover all of the secrets of the universe. He still left this universe with much information that was uncovered, that we are still discovering today. So based on that, then we know that it can't be a human that created this universe. So let's look beyond humanity. Let's look towards the earth itself. We know that the earth is limited by land masses and bodies of water. We know that it's limited by its atmosphere. We know then that a planet is also limited by its orbit. Every planet in the solar system. And we know that the solar system itself is also limited. The way that we know this is because Einstein himself, in his last discovery, he found that the universe is expanding and contracting, which means that the universe must have a limit. Because for something to expand and contract, it must have a limit from which to expand or contract. And so then we go back to the drawing board and we say, all right, well, let me look at creators and let's see if there's a common denominator between creators. Because certainly it can't be anything in this universe that created the universe. I mean, that in itself is a circular argument, philosophically speaking, meaning that in order for something to create itself, it would have had to exist before it created itself, and that doesn't make any sense, right? So let me look at creators. Now, when I look at creators, what I find, let's say I look at a painter, for example. I find that he's not limited by the paintings that he paints, right? He can paint all sorts of paintings in all different types of styles. A baker is the same thing. He can cook as many cookies and as different types of cookies as he wants. He can even bake cakes. He could even transition to become a cook, right? And he can cook whatever he wants. Also, we find that an engineer, such as a civil engineer, can design as many roads and bridges as he wants. The same applies to an architect when it comes to buildings. And the same we find applies to a mechanical engineer who designs engines, as an example. He can design as many different engine types as he wants. And so that tells me then that the common denominator between all creators, that at least those in our empirical examples, is that they all share the common denominator of the fact that they are not limited by their creations. Would you agree? Exactly. Therefore, we can say a creator is not limited by his creations. And so why don't we ask the question, well, what about the creator of all of limitation? Now, since we said the Creator is not limited by his creation, then that means that the Creator of all of limitation must himself be unlimited. Exactly. And so then, the most important characteristic of the Creator of everything, of all of limitation, is that he is unlimited. And since he is unlimited, that means there can only be one of him. That's number one. And number two, that his most important characteristic is the fact that he's unlimited, and that means that he neither has a beginning nor an end. That means that he's all perfect. And in the next video clip, we have to ask the question, what does that mean? Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.